Hello. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Okay, happy Tuesday. Let me see if I'm in here. I keep thinking today is Monday, so my days are just all mixed up. But welcome to a new live chat. I kind of just decided to just go ahead and pop on. Hey, Britt. Hello, girlfriend. Mindset and mascara. Hello. I've literally been thinking about this live chat since last night. I'm like, am I going to go live? Am I not going to go live? Hey, Jess. Hey, Jess. And then even this morning, I was like, should I go live or should I not? And I was like, you just have to do it. So I thought, I was like, oh, I could do it this afternoon. I was like, oh, I could even do it at like 10 o'clock, but I just knew that I would like keep putting it off. So I was like, I'm just gonna get on, and if anyone can join me, cool. But it's like one of those things you just have to like force yourself to do it. So here we are. This is why I was afraid to go live. Like, like this is why I didn't want to go live last week, because I figured I don't know. I'm just it was a really tough week last week, you know. And it's just you know, it's just hard to understand. But I was really glad that I was able to film some videos even after everything happened, because that at least, you know, I was here, I was at home for a few days before like my mom flew in and before we had to travel back for the services and everything. I was just, you know, sitting at my house. I'm like, you might as well film and edit so that way when you're gone, you know, you can just be focusing on family and everything like that. And so I'm glad that I did that, because I'm glad I was still able to have some videos out there and everything, you know. But it's just odd. I just feel sad, you know. And I know that I need to film today, so I'm trying, like, I was kind of hoping the live chat would like help me kind of flip it around, because I haven't filmed since last Thursday. so I'm like, gotta get back in it, gotta get back in the mindset. So yeah, but I need to film my Will I Buy a video. Like, I don't have that filmed for tomorrow. I was gonna have a Thursday video this week too, since my podcast won't be back until next week. So I was gonna have a Thursday video, and like there's videos that I need to do. Like, I still need to do my Project Pan, like my wrap up for my 9 and 19 Project Pan. So that's when I'm gonna have Thursday's video be. So I'm like, gotta get it together. So yeah, thank you for all the kind comments. I'm too afraid to read them out loud because I'll probably just start crying again. So, but thank you guys. I've seen all your messages and all your comments and all the tweets, and I know I appreciate it. I know my mom appreciates it. You know, she looks at all my comments and stuff, and she follows me on Twitter, and I know she was, you know, being able to see everyone's support, which is really nice. So yeah, our family's just been hit hard the past 6 weeks here, and you know, so yeah. But yeah, so I figured I wanted to get on a live chat and just say hello, and you know, thank you guys again for everything, and for a few days off that I had and all of that. So And yeah, I don't really have a whole lot in mind. I was trying to put together like a few topics to put on my thumbnail card that I upload. I didn't have a whole lot going on, but figure we could at least just chill. And I'm kind of sad because I was so excited for my ranking eyeshadow palettes video that one went up on Sunday. I was so excited for that video. Like, I was so excited to film it. I've been working so hard on it because initially I had planned to do just best and worst. So I was going to do like 10 in each category. And then when so many people kept asking for the ranking, I was like, oh man. So then I had to go back through and watch all my old videos to figure out every single palette because I didn't want to miss one. And then I had to set them all out and look at them and rank them. And I was so excited to film it, and I just felt like I wasn't, fully myself, but I also didn't want to put that one off too far, So, yeah, but I'm excited, and it's gotten a lot of good feedback, and I'm really happy about that. So, yeah, I just wish I would have been a little bit more like myself in that one, but that's okay. And I need to see, like, I don't even know what's going on for the new releases. I haven't really been paying attention to anything. I have no idea what's coming out besides the Kathleen Lights thing. I know a bunch of people tagged me on her collab with Briochio, but that's like literally, I think that's like all I know that's coming out. So I need to look at Trend Mood and Indie Makeup Spotlight and see what's going on. See what I need to talk about when I film the Will I Buy It today. Goodness. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all. Like I said, I'm like afraid to read some of the nice comments out loud because I'm afraid I'll start to cry again. But bright side was I got to see my mom. I mean, obviously under like not great circumstances, but I live in Iowa. My mom lives in Alabama, so it was really nice that we, got to see my mom. That was cool, and I spent most of yesterday with her, so that was pretty cool. Oh, I should have put this on my thumbnail card, but one like exciting thing, I guess, is that I'm in the process of like finally starting to, I don't know if I want to say like redo my offices or like give them a bit of a facelift or something, but if you guys know that we moved into this new house in April, and I had like some different ideas for my offices and stuff, but I wasn't quite sure yet. Because when you like have a new space, you're not really sure how you're gonna utilize it yet, or like what, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta get a feel for it. You gotta let the rooms like talk to you and see what's going on and everything. And so I'm like, okay, I feel like we've been here long enough. It's time to do what I want to do. So I have one piece that I ordered from Wayfair. I shared about it on Twitter, and it's arriving today, which I'm really excited for. But we probably won't assemble it and put it up. Oh, living the dream. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Thank you. Yeah, just said you have to live with the space for a while. You do. Like, you gotta figure out how it's gonna work the best for you. And I didn't want to just like buy a bunch of stuff and then have it here and be like, oh, that actually doesn't really work for the space, or I decided I liked this corner, not that corner, and this piece doesn't work for that. Like, so I wanted to just kind of hang out for a while and see what I thought of everything. But now I am starting that process. But man, I wish I had. Oh, thank you, Macy. You guys are so kind. Thank you. I wish I had like interior design skills, but I really don't. So I've been doing my best like going on Pinterest. And what's so funny is that one of the first things I Googled when I was like really starting to decide like, okay, I want like new furniture, I typed in like, oh, what did I type in on Google? Like beauty room beauty room organization, beauty room furniture, beauty room, something like that, because I just wanted to I wanted to see pictures and, um, that sort of thing. That's what I wanted. So, and a picture popped up, and I was like, oh, I love how this room looks. Like it had like the two different desks in there, and I was like, I love how this looks. And so I clicked it, and it took me to YouTube, and I was like, oh, it's like so cool. Like it's gonna be a YouTube video on someone's room. It was Jaclyn Hill's video from like 5 years ago, where she did like her beauty room tour, and I'm like, oh, well, that's really funny. Thank you, Camille. You guys, oh my, this is unnecessary. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so kind. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to see what we can do. But yeah, so it was so funny that it was Jaclyn Hill's video. I was like, okay, so I mean, I've seen it. Thanks, Deborah. Oh gosh, you guys, thank you. Yeah, but it was just funny to go back and watch it because I want to say it was maybe like it was either 4 or 5 years ago, and it was just a small, a small room. It was a smaller room than what she has now, but it was just kind of funny to rewatch that video. But I'm mostly curious about like desks and drawers and vanities and like stuff like that people have. And I'm not a very visual person. Like I can't see things in my head very well. So I need to like actually see it, and then it can kind of come together for me. So that's what I've really been trying to find. But then I had thought that, oh, like maybe I'll get the Alex drawers, like the 5 drawers or the 9 drawers, because you always see that like in all of these beauty room tours and beauty room videos. Like everyone has these Alex drawers from IKEA for storing makeup. And so I went to the IKEA website, and I put in like 2 of these 5 drawers and then like a tabletop, because I was like, oh, I'll make my own desk, because that's what all these people do. So I add it to my cart, and it's like, I don't know, $229 or something for the 3 pieces. And we don't have an IKEA near us. The closest one is 4 hours away. And so I was like, okay, like, shipping or delivery or whatever. And I type in my zip code, and it comes back that the shipping is like $249 to ship. And not like that's what made it like that was then the total was $229 to $249. It's $249 to ship $229 product. I was like, what? I was like, okay, never mind. And we can't, like, we don't have time to drive 4 hours just to pick up some stuff. So I was like, new plan. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, then we had to come up with the new plan. But I found this kind of like bookshelf. It's not like a bookshelf, but it's like, I don't know, like a ladder kind of thing that I want for my office, because I actually have 2 offices here in our new house. I have one that's kind of like my main room with my laptops and all of that. And then I have this room in here, which is my filming room, because I really wanted a space where I could always have my lights up. I could always have my tripod up, because in our old house where I just had the one office, I would, when I would go to film, I'd have to set my lights up every single time, and then my tripod every single time. So when we moved to this house, there was extra space, and I was like, I'm just going to take both of these rooms. They're right next to each other. They're easy to go back and forth and all of that. So, but they're smaller rooms. So like my office in the old house was like one larger room, and these are, 2 smaller rooms. And I feel like with the furniture in my main room, it's just like, everything is just like too big. Like it takes up so much space. It's, and I just want something a little bit smaller, or I don't know, because I feel like my main office feels so much smaller, because I have a really big desk that I bought my main desk. If you watch any of my vlogs or anything like that, I think the desk is pretty much always in there, but it's really big. Like it has drawers, and it has cabinets, and it has a whole thing on top and shelves. And I bought that when Mitch and I still lived in our condo, which is where we first lived together. So that desk is probably 8 or 9 years old. I want to say. And it was kind of like an inexpensive desk. So it's like peeling, like, certain places are like peeling off, and it's been moved 2 different times. It moved to our old house and it moved to this house. And it's just kind of like banged up and all of that. So I really want to replace that with something just a little bit smaller, but still has like drawers and everything. And then the other piece that we have in the main office is actually an old, like an old dresser desk. I don't really know for sure. I think, like, I'm looking at it right now. Like, I think it's like a desk. It's like a desk slash dresser, but it has drawers, but they're really, really hard to open. So I never really wanted to store makeup in there because some of the 2 bottom drawers, you can usually open them, but you can't really shut them. Like, then they get stuck and you have to like wait, and it's just like, well, it's just hard to do. And that's black. So my desk is like a dark brown, and then this other smaller desk is black, and I just want things that are a little bit lighter. The desk that I picked out that I want to have to be my main desk is like a light gray, kind of like distressed wood, and I really liked that. So yeah, I just want to give it a revamp and just make it feel more me, because what I've been working with, like the smaller black desk, is from my mother-in-law. They had it for a while and she was going to get rid of it, and I was like, I'll take it. So she actually repainted it for me and everything, and that's what I've been using for years too. But I'm just ready for new stuff, like ready for a change, ready to start making how I envision things come to life, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm working on. I'm very excited for it. It says, I'll trade you, Sam. Everything we have is light wood and I want all black. That's funny. Oh, did I go out for a second? Oh, sorry. Hopefully, yeah, our internet is still not great. I feel like I haven't done a live in like 2 weeks, but I feel like the last live chat I did, like I went out, like I like got completely cut off like 2 different times. It was really annoying. Never know what's gonna go on here. I had to take Aries to the vet early this morning, so I stopped and got a coffee because that was an experience, let me tell you. But so that's what I'm thinking for the main room. We have a big bookshelf in there too, which I still want to keep the bookshelf because I do like it, but I don't want it in that office anymore because, again, it's just so big that I wanted this kind of smaller ladder bookshelf piece. So that's the first thing. That's actually the only thing I've ordered so far, because I know I wanted that. And it's just been so hard. I have this desk picked out on Wayfair, and it was on sale. And then I still thought it was kind of expensive, and I was searching around for different like coupons or like just like, discounts. I don't like to pay full price for things. And then I realized I couldn't find anything, and I was super bummed about it, but I was like, it's okay. Like, I'll just order it, and then it's not on sale anymore. So I was like, no. So I want to wait till it comes back on sale because I'm like, I know I saw the other price. I want to pay that price. I don't want to pay this price. So the only thing I've ordered so far is that ladder bookshelf thing. And I had the IKEA desk in mind that I was going to do, and now I'm not going to do that. I went to a Michael's yesterday. When I was out of town, we had some time to kill before I had to take my mom back to the airport. So we went to Michael's to look. A lot of people said like Michael's have the dupe Alex drawers, but they just seem so small, like short wise, because I wanted to make it a desk, and Mitch was like, it's going to be like 6 inches shorter than my desk now. And so I was like, well, I don't really want to do that. So that's not going to work. So I've been looking like everywhere. There's a couple pieces that I did end up liking on Wayfair, and they're both sold out in the color that I want. So I'm like, okay, no good. But I mean, I've been looking everywhere. It's like, it's kind of driving me crazy because I feel like I figured out what it was that I wanted, and then now I can't find what I want. And I'm like, dang it. So, but we'll see. Hopefully the big desk goes back on sale, because desks are expensive too. I'm not trying to, it's hard because it's like, I want to spend money to have good pieces because I want these pieces to last and, be quality or whatever, but I'm also like not trying to like go broke over decorating offices. So, hello. Um, so yeah, just looking at different places, and like we went to a few stores as well, like Slumberland, and where else did we go? Even like Home Goods. There's a couple places. Target had a few things. Target had a few like drawers and stuff, because one thing that I'm really looking for is makeup storage, because I don't have that at this point. Like I don't have drawers, I don't have anything like that right now. So a lot of times like I'm looking in my filming room, everything is on the floor. And it's like it's a lot. I want some sort of organization. And so I always say with my shop my stash videos that I say it's the shopped my stash, where I've already done it instead of taking you through it, because I don't have nice organization. Things are in the closet, things are on the floor, things are on a bookshelf, things are in these like super cheap plastic drawer things. Like, you know, when I first started YouTube, I really wasn't sure where this was going to take me, or if I was going to keep doing it, or I didn't know. But it's been what, like 4 years now. Like, I'm ready for a change. And then it was hard because I kind of got to that point where I was like ready for a change, you know, want some more pieces, like new pieces and stuff like that. But then we knew that we were going to move. So I didn't want to buy a bunch of things for my old office, because it was like, who knows, you know, we didn't know what house we were going to get. So we didn't know, I didn't even know if I was going to have an office. I didn't know, you know, I had no idea. So I didn't want to buy anything. So I kept, you know, putting it off until we moved. And so now we're here, been here for a while. Now I'm ready. And then of course I want to have, you know, I wanted to have something nice for my filming room too, because where I film, I mean, honestly, I just sit on this chair. This is just a bar stool. This is all I sit on. I don't have a desk in here. I don't have a tape. Like I have a very small table next to me, which again, in some of my vlogs, you might have seen it, but I have just a really small table next to me so I can put things on. Because in my old office, because I filmed, you know, I did everything in one spot, I would set my tripod up next to my desk, and then when I was like talking about things, I would go back and forth like grabbing things, and I got to the point where I could like cut them out pretty well, but sometimes I'd be reaching and I'd be like, and then I'm gonna show you this. And like it just ooh. So that was one thing when we moved in. I was like, oh, I don't have anywhere, like where am I going to put things? So I bought this little desk. At Target maybe. I don't remember where I got it, to be honest, but just bought this little one. But I wanted something where I can actually sit and maybe like put my tripod on, and I don't know, just be able to like chill out, not sit on this bar stool. Like a lot of times when I film longer videos, like my feet fall asleep, or I don't know, it's just not very comfortable. So yeah, I've been watching so many videos. I watched Sam Ravendell did a video on like because Samantha Ravendell, who's a YouTuber, she also has a podcast with her friend Alyssa, and I really like it. I'm waiting for it to come back. When is it? I thought they were coming back in January with new episodes, but they're still, I check every week when I go and download podcasts to listen to, and I still don't see it. But she posted a YouTube video on a tour of their podcast rooms, like you know, where they record and where they edit and da-da-da. And so I was looking at a lot there, and so that's like really videos I've been watching. I saw someone say that Raw Beauty Christie has a new video up that goes over maybe makeup organization. I saw you say the Container Store. There's a Container Store in the Des Moines area, which is an hour and a half from here. So I've never been to one. It was newer to the area where we used to live, but maybe I'll pop in there and see what I can find. But that's what I'm like focusing on and everything. So I am planning to vlog it. I want to show like the before and afters and everything. It's gonna be I'm like embarrassed to show you the filming room for sure because again, like I said, I don't have storage, I don't have drawers, I don't have anything like that. So everything's on the floor, but they're in like their own piles. Like, you know, over here is like PR that I have to open. Over here is PR that I have to photograph. Over here is giveaway boxes. Like there's little areas all around the room, but everything's on the floor. So ready for something new. So that's what I'm working on, but yeah, and I want to get a background. I don't know. I found something last night, like a 6 drawer dresser that I was like, oh, maybe that would work, you know, for makeup stuff, and I could put it behind me and either have something here or the lights or the plants on either side. I don't know, but yes, it is. It is organized chaos. It really, like, I know where everything is, and I know where everything is, but it just doesn't look nice. And I know it can be really overwhelming. And especially because we did just move into this house, when we have friends come over, obviously they want a tour of it. And it's like, oh, this is my room. And, you know, everything's on the floor because I don't have anything. But one day it's going to not be on the floor. But this is what it looks like. Like people are like, oh, oh, oh. And I'm like, yeah, it's a little overwhelming. So yeah, we got a whole one piece purchased so far because there's a handful of items that I want to get, but I will be vlogging it. I'll be showing the before and after, so I'm really excited. I know Kathleen Lights is also like redoing her room too, and I wish she was like closer to being done because I'm like, I really want to see your video. Like I want to see, you know, because I gotta see it. I gotta see it to be able to help visualize it. I love when people link things and all of that. So yeah, and I bought a chair. I actually bought a chair a while ago. It went on sale. It was one that I really liked at Target. It's just like this a bigger gray chair and it's super comfortable. And when I had it tagged, I used the Shop Tagger app, which is I've worked with them a few times, but I honestly I love them and I think it's so helpful. And one thing that I would always say in my videos with them is that it's not only a great place to figure out when a product that's out of stock goes back in stock or something goes on sale, but it's a shopping list. Instead of writing things down or, you know, trying to keep notes or something like that, it's one place for my entire shopping list and it's so helpful. So especially with this organization process, there's so many times I just go to shoptagger.com, pull up my account, and I'm like, oh yeah, I flagged this desk and these drawers and this one. And it's just nice that everything is right there. But I actually got an alert from ShopTagger that this chair went on sale, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. Like I know I want it one day, and it probably would have gone on sale again, but I'm like, what if it didn't? And what if it went out of stock and didn't come back or whatever? And we could use it downstairs, like so it's in our basement now, and then it's extra seating down there and all of that. But one day I want that to be the chair that I actually sit in because again, I'm hoping to have like a desk and I can actually like sit on a comfortable chair and all of that. So I can't remember where I was going with the story about the chair, to be honest with you. But oh, and also, so the rooms that I film in are technically both bedrooms. Like these were both like children's bedrooms, like with the family that moved or that family that lived in here before. So each room does have a closet. And I had this like white, just again, like plastic, like I don't know, you might have seen it in my vlogs again, but I actually had it in a different bedroom. It wasn't in my office, it was in the old room. I had it in a bedroom and it held like my shoe, like I put my shoes on it and I put like sweaters on it and things like that. And so in here, I was like, oh, I will use it for makeup and be able to put some of my makeup on it. But it all comes together with like these things. So you have like the different, I'm like looking at it and trying to find a good way to describe this to you, but there's like these shelves and then you stack them, but then you have like the poles that shove into the hole and then you put the next drawer and then you do the poles, da da da. Somehow in the move, we lost one of the poles. Like how did we lose one of these bowls? So that's a bummer. And so I still, like, I have a couple boxes on the two bottom ones, and then I have just like a few, like there's like a couple different like lipsticks and stuff on the third one, but the top one, I don't want to put anything on it because it's not securely in place because we're missing one of the pulls. So that thing's just kind of like useless. So that's a bummer. Like, how do you lose? I don't know what happened there. So I'm just excited to revamp everything, get some fresh new stuff, just have the spaces feel more like me and not so cluttery, like not have everything on the floor. Actually be able to, like, everything has carpet, so like, I don't know, be able to like vacuum the carpets. You know, just fun stuff like that. So that's currently what I'm working on. I'll be really excited to show the transformations and everything, but it's currently what I'm working on. I actually had in mind to like rearrange the lights today. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of rearranging in here still. It's just hard when you have, like, when you're in the process of trying to make a change but still having to film. Like, I know, like, again with Kathleen Lights having like that blue tape on her wall for a while and stuff, but it's hard when you're in the process of doing it. So, oh man, one day it'll get done though. One day. So yeah, that's something that's been helping me keep my mind off of some other things, and hopefully it'll come together okay and everything. So yeah. What was I gonna say? I lost. Oh yeah. My podcast is gonna come back next week, so I'm really excited for that. Can't wait to get back into it. I was planning to film the first or to record the first episode. Well, I was planning to do it yesterday, but then of course, like, everything kind of changed. But I'm hoping to still do it this week, and I'm really excited about that. So my podcast is Start Inspired, and a new episode goes up every Thursday. So I'm excited to get back to it. I'm excited for some of the guest interviews that I'll have on. I'm going to have Natalie says you're technically still at work but trying to sneakily watch. That's so funny. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, I have some segments because the first season, which was 12 episodes long, so it was every week for 12 weeks, every Thursday, a new podcast episode went up. And, you know, it was just me trying to like learn how to run a podcast, how to fill, or how to, you know, record it, how to edit it, and just all of that. Like, it's I mean, obviously it's a lot different than YouTube and all that. And so I was just trying to learn it, and now I feel a little bit better. I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing. So I'm going to have some segments coming in, and I've been asking on my Instagram stories for some feedback or like what you want to see. And so I have 4 what's called segments. If you guys listen to podcasts, some of them have segments, some of them don't. But I'm excited for them. So just like little topics that we'll go over every week. So I'm really excited to introduce those and have you guys be involved. There'll be one where you guys can send in your thoughts or questions or stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm just excited to get back into the podcast. I only took 2 weeks off of it, and it hasn't even been a whole 2 weeks yet, but I really, really enjoyed doing that. And the podcast is available on like iTunes and Spotify and Google Podcasts and Stitcher and all those places. And I'm just such a huge lover of podcasts. There's so many that I listen to. There's so many that I look forward to. And it's just one of those fun things that, like, even when I'm like cleaning or organizing or folding laundry or stuff like that, I turn on a podcast and I'll listen to it from my phone. And I like it because obviously I love YouTube videos and I love watching YouTube videos, but I always feel like I have to be watching YouTube. Like, and of course I'll turn it on while I'm, you know, just in my office hanging out or whatever. I'll listen to YouTube, but I feel like this thing, like I have to be like looking. I have to be able to have the screen. I have to be able to see what's going on. Whereas with podcasts, if I just listen to my phone, I don't have that option. So I like it. I listen to them when I'm driving, listen to them when I walk my dog. I don't know. I just like them. I like them a lot. So I'm excited to be doing it. And there's this weird thing with podcasts where like, I don't feel as much pressure to, I just feel like there's obviously an algorithm, and I know that because there's an algorithm to everything, but it doesn't feel that way, and I don't know if it's maybe because you don't see like the view count when you go to a podcast on your phone and there's a new one that you listen to today. It doesn't say like, oh, this has this many views or whatever it may be. And it's just kind of like, it just feels more relaxed than YouTube. And I feel like you can also, you're not maybe as censored. Obviously a lot of us probably know that YouTube has a lot of restrictions. And even things that you can't put in your thumbnail, you can't put in your title and stuff like that. Whereas with a podcast, it's like, you can say what you want to say. I don't know. It just feels more freeing. So yeah, Mrs. Unnecessary says, I always have a podcast or Audible book playing in my background. Yes. Tanya said, what podcast do you listen to? I listen to quite a few of them. I really do. I still have it on my list to do a whole YouTube video about all of the different podcasts that I listen to, but I mentioned, sorry, it went out on me. I don't know why our internet sucks so bad. We even have like the fiber internet here at the new house that's supposed to be like everyone's like, ooh, fiber internet. It's supposed to be so great. Like when it is working, then it is great, but when it's not working, it's terrible. So it's like, I don't know. You just gotta hope that it's working okay. So hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully I'm back because it kicked me all the way out. But I'm back. But what was I saying? Oh, I was saying that I still have on my list to do a whole video about all of the different podcasts that I do listen to and that I do enjoy, but I listen to so many of them. I'd have to have a list written down, but like I mentioned, the Approachable podcast. I feel like I mentioned one other one in here. Maybe it was just my own. But I talk about the Rise podcast quite a bit from Rachel Hollis. I really like her podcast. The Glam Latte podcast with Jamie Walsh. She's a YouTuber here too. If you guys really like beauty podcasts, that she has a really good one. There's some newer ones that I've found too. Bad with Money is one of them that I've listened to a couple episodes so far, and I think it's really a really interesting one. So if you like sports, my husband and I actually listen to Pardon My Take together. It's a sports podcast, obviously, but it's with two guys, and they're just super funny. And we actually listened to it because we had a 3-hour drive. We had a 3-hour drive yesterday coming home after we took my mom to the airport. And so we turned on this Pardon My Take podcast, and it's just fun to listen to together because I really like sports. Like I'm a huge sports person, so I listen to it on my own, but it's nice when we take trips together. We're like, oh, we can listen to Pardon My Take together. So yeah, that's a fun one too. So yeah, there's so many good ones, and it feels like new podcasts are popping up more and more and more. And there's a ton of like celebrities going to different podcasts, and it's interesting because I've been in social media for so long. I've been in social media for over 10 years now, and it's just interesting to see the different landscapes changing and like what becomes popular and what becomes not as popular, because in 2009 it was blogging. Everyone had a blog. New blogs were always popping up. It was just like blog, so exciting. There were so many opportunities. And then YouTube got really big, and I was like, YouTube. And, you know, new YouTube channels were always popping up, and so many opportunities came from YouTube. And you can see the shift starting to happen, and that a lot of people are going to podcasts. I was doing some research last night on just like podcast stuff, but it was saying that in 2019, there was like a 45% increase of I think it's in Americans listening to podcasts and all of that. So many new ones popping up, podcast networks popping up. It's interesting. So it's interesting. So yeah, I'm really excited. So my podcast will be back next Thursday with some fun segments. Stay on the lookout for it, and I'm excited to get back to recording those episodes. I think I saw someone say, do I have any travel plans coming up? I think so. Everything kind of got pushed back for a little bit, but I think I'm gonna try to get out to Vegas actually in January. It's my mom's birthday, and she's going on a trip out there, and I was planning to go out and just be with her for a couple days. I haven't booked it yet though, because everything that happened, and I've gotten a little bit behind, but I'm trying to get that one sorted out. So yeah, that would be really fun if I can make it happen. Just get out into some warm weather. That would be really nice. And yeah, that's the only thing that I know for sure so far, kind of like on my docket, but there's a couple other things that I'm thinking about or talking about, and hopefully we can make them happen, because I love traveling. So I would love to do so much in 2020 for sure. And yeah, if I do book the trip to Vegas, I'll definitely let you guys know. And if we could meet up or somewhere, or do something like that, I think that would be really fun. So I'll definitely let you guys know if I end up actually being able to do it. Vicky said, where does one listen to podcasts to? I know that was my biggest question when people had been asking me about, or when people were recommending podcasts to me, because especially my guy friends, they love podcasts, and they have been listening to podcasts for like years. And they, like, even my husband, just other guy friends, they would always recommend them to me. And I'm like, I don't even know where what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to listen to this? But so I have Spotify, which is an app, and that's where I listen to them at, or iTunes is the Apple app, I guess, that you have, or there's like Google Podcasts or the app Stitcher, but mostly through your phones, I guess, is what I would say. But yeah, so there's just a bunch of different apps in there. Yeah, Anchor, Stitcher, and Anchor podcast networks, also easy to get to. Yeah, so that's a little bit there. Yeah, I was always really confused as to where you listen to podcasts at, but yeah, hopefully I can do some more traveling in 2020. There's a lot of places I'd like to get to, and there's a lot of people that I'd like to meet, and things like that. So I'm gonna try to get some travel plans put together here. I think that would be really fun, especially especially in the winters in Iowa. It's not been too bad yet, but a lot of times our really bad winter weather starts like January, and then February is usually pretty bad. So we'll see. I mean, I am looking at snow right now. There is snow on the ground outside, but it's not too much. It snowed unexpectedly. My days are all mixed up from being gone, but it was the night before we went to leave to go out of town. It snowed, and it was like, are you kidding me? Why is this happening? Because we had to drive 3 hours. But it wasn't too bad. And then luckily, the farther east we went, the snow dissipated. So thankfully, it wasn't too bad of a drive. Because that's always the hard part about traveling in Iowa in the winter months, because you just never know what the weather's going to be like. So, oh, Natalie says, come to Europe. It's not far at all. I would love to. I would love to. I have so many places I want to go to. So, oh, Trend Mood just dropped a new palette. Like, Trend Mood dropped a new palette? Or shared about a new palette from a brand. Again, I have not, oh man, I have not looked at new releases. I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about for tomorrow's Will I Buy It video. It might be a bit of a disaster, but I'll do my best. It's 64 in North Carolina today. Right. Oh, I would love to come to Australia too. Oh, Australia. Oh, a new ABH palette. Oh, okay. Well, I'm excited to see what that's. What are we at? We're at the 45-minute mark. Okay, well, we'll stay on for a few more minutes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, Anastasia and Ambrisi. Oh. Ooh, a new palette? Okay. Well, I'm excited to check that one out. I'll have to see what it's all about. Very cool. Okay, I think I'm about out of coffee. Definitely out of coffee. Okay. Good. I feel like I had something else to say, but now I can't remember what it was. Dang it. Okay, when that happens. But I did want to say thanks to everyone for coming on the live. Like I said in the beginning, I felt like I just needed to like get on and do it. Otherwise, I'd probably keep pushing it off. And thanks for all the kindness that you showed me and my family this past week. It was a difficult one, but I really do appreciate it. I still have some 2020 videos that I want to do as well. Oh, I love that, Chris. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. I still have like some 2020 videos that I want to do of just like, not really resolutions, but like just different goals or ideas or, things like that. I really wanted to do a video like that, and yeah, ready to jump back in and try to start to feel a little bit more normal, if you will. So, oh, Debbie, you just woke up. Hello, Debbie. Oh, I love it. So yeah, thanks to everyone who came by the live and all of your kind messages. I'm glad that I decided to do it, because like I said, I knew people would be understanding if I was like, hey, I still just don't feel up to doing a live chat. Like, I know people would understand and be, so supportive and awesome and all of that. But I just really wanted to, because Shayna's here. Hi, Shayna. It makes me like, I always leave my live chats just with like a huge smile, and I feel happy, and it's just fun to hang out and just like chill, and I don't know, it means a lot. So that's why I kind of like, I announced the live like 7 minutes before I went on. Usually it's like a couple hours, or if I'm planning to do it Tuesday morning, I usually say something Monday night, like probably gonna go live in the morning type of thing. But I was just like, I'm just coming on a live chat. Like, if anyone can come, cool. Like, and like I said, I have 2 different videos that I need to film today. So I was kind of hoping this would help kind of get me back in the spirit, since it's been so many days since I've filmed my last video. So I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad, and thanks everyone who was able to come on. It means a lot to me. And so what's on the filming agenda for today? I have to do my Will I Buy It for tomorrow, and then my Project Pan, my 2019 Project Pan wrap up is going to go up on Thursday. So I have to, I have to film the video, but then I have to film all of the close-ups of all the products and everything and all of that. So yeah, so there's gonna be a lot. So there will be a Thursday video this week, and then starting when my podcast does come back, that's when I don't do a Thursday YouTube upload, because I do the podcast, and I just kind of spend the day where I would normally be sharing about when I'd be sharing about like the YouTube video that I posted and linking it and all of that stuff. That's when I am sharing about the podcast episode that went live. Yeah, you guys are saying at least I can mention the Anastasia palette, because normally I film my Will I Buy It on a Monday, but we were out of town last week, or yesterday. So yeah, that's right. At least I can do that. I don't even know, has Colourpop even released anything? I don't even know, man. I gotta check. I gotta see what's going on. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, Deb. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm glad that you can make it too. Yeah, so I'm excited that I got to chat with you a little bit about the office remodel. I mean, if you guys ever see anything that you think looks cool, or if you have good places that you buy furniture from, holler at me, because I need like all the inspo right now, especially because I felt like I had an idea and then I realized that's not going to be what I'm going to do with the IKEA stuff. So like coming up with a new plan, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. We're at 15 minutes. So yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Thanks for supporting me. I am really excited for 2020. It's, you know, it's definitely not easy to start the new year with a family death on New Year's Day. I mean, it's hard to be like, yeah, 2020, you know, it's just hard. And I haven't posted on Instagram for a while because I feel like I had all these different posts and, you know, 2020 and New Year's and all this stuff, and it just feels kind of hard to do those videos when you have, you know, something like that happen. So, but, you know, I'm ready to start making some of those videos and ready to just kind of get back on track and everything. And like I said, I really am looking forward to the new year. I did have so much optimism coming into 2020, and I even mentioned it in my Will I Buy It video that went up on New Year's Day. Like, obviously that was pre-filmed in advance, but I said in there, like, I have so much optimism, I have so much enthusiasm going into the new year, and I still do feel that way. I do. It's just, you kind of have to go through this first and grieve and process and all of that, but I am still excited for the year. I still do have a lot of optimism. There's still a lot I want to do and a lot that I want to achieve, so I'm ready for that. There is one thing that I want to say. It just might take me a few seconds to say it. Okay, I really do want to say this because I think that it's important. At my aunt's eulogy, at her reading, what they said was that my aunt always said, why not? That was kind of her thing. Like, why not do this? Why not do that? Why not go here? Why not try this? That was kind of always her thing. She always said, why not? And that's what I want to remember for 2020. Why not? Why not try something new? You know, why not just go for it? That's what I'm going to be remembering for this year. That's going to make, like, that's what I want my motto to be for 2020. Why not? Okay. So I really wanted to say that. So, but I thought that was really important. And, yeah, why not? And even like, why not, you know, why not go for it? But also like, one thing that I thought of too when I was thinking about this and all of that is like, why not me? Because that's things that I've thought before is like, oh, I can't do this or I can't be this because I'm just me, or I'm just the girl from Iowa, or I'm just this, or whatever it may be. But I want to think like, why not me? You know? Why not? So yeah, that's where I wanted to end this live chat, is to say that. And I hope that's something that you guys can think too when you're wanting to try something, or maybe you're scared of something or anything like that. Just think, why not? So, all right, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go get ready to film the Will I Buy It. I'm gonna go check out this Anastasia palette and all of that. Thank you guys so much for being with me and for supporting me during this time. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope that you have a great day, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.